Well, even let us be frank with ourselves, about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's prediction. It is too obvious that Tinubu himself knows actually that prediction of the young man since 2013, that is 11 years now, 12 years now, is actually, come to pass. We are not gazing at it. We are not mirroring it. We are not using our binoculars or telescope to at least to scream it. It is too obvious that the young man is a prophet. The most powerful prophet of our time in Igbo land, even across Nigeria, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man that has saw the future. The Nostradamus of our time, the man who saw tomorrow, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He actually foresaw what is happening in Nigeria today since 11 years ago. When Nnamdi Kanu come to light now, come to recognition, limelight. That was 2014. He actually predicted everything politically, everything socially that is happening in Nigeria today. That was in 2013, 2014 when he became the leader, the spring leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and he agitated according to international rules and regulations. He has not violated law, both within and outside Nigeria. Internationally, Kanu has been accredited with one of the most peaceful, yes, safest agitator in the world. That was given to him by the ranking establishment, world ranking establishment, Guinness Book of Record, and other, ranking establishment in the world like Transparency International. You have Bloomberg and rest of them. Kanu has not violated any law, and we are trying to, showcase Kanu today as the Nostradamus of our time, an Igbo man. We are not going to paint him red or paint him gold, devoid of his own accredited achievement. We are trying to see how Kanu actually predicted what the Fulani Janjaweeds have succeeded doing, in Nigerian country today. How did it start? Kanu, who started as his agitation in London, after being a follower of Mazi Wazulike, he actually had a fallout with Wazulike. Just listen and take it into your brain. Kanu was a follower of Wazulike in the past. Take history down in your brain. A good follower who was very, very faithful, honest, loyal to Mazi Wazulike, the then leader of Mazob. Let me use the word defuncted Mazob, in the southeastern Nigeria. At a stage, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being a man without crooked character, a man whose character is so lucid, blameless, spotless, actually found fault with Mazi Wazulike, which was why he actually not rebelled, but tried to correct the anomalies within Mazob agitation. And today, we actually learned how Mazi Wazulike fell out with Nnamdi Kanu in London with his groups, Mazob. They actually intimidated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, lynched him. You know what I mean by lynching him? Mob attack was staged by Mazi Wazulike. Nnamdi Kanu was beaten to stupority. And from there in London, then he started his agitation, group. He established it, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, meaning anybody that comes from Igbo land, anybody that is a native of Igbo land, anybody whose nationality outrightly is Biafra, you are an IPOB. An IPOB is devoid of violent activities, devoid of violent orchestration. An IPOB group is a group within the umbrella of Ndi Igbo. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. Onye ọbụla amụrụ na Igbo. Nwafọ Imo State. Nwafọ Anambra. Nwafọ Abia State. one for Igbo na Ebonyi State, one for Igbo na Enugu State. All Hanchaka all IPOB, they are all IPOB. One for Igbo Deltas, one for Ikweres, one for na Benue State, one for na Edo State. From Eson local government is consisted of Uromili. Ndị a Fulani bulu egbe mgba ha ga ka ha ga gbuo ha. Chukwu bịa ma lụzie n'ọlụ ha jidedizie ndị Fulani wee gbuo ndị Fulani gbuo ha gbogbo. Anyị niile ka akpọrọ IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. Anya bro terrorists. It has nothing to do with, arsonist group whose objectivities or, purpose is to harm people, to attack people. No. We are indigenous people of Biafra, peace-loving people. The technologists and scientists we have in Africa, not only Nigeria. Nigeria is not enough. I don't have to be telling the whole world that Igbo man is good on business, good on, technological know-how. They are the scientists. They are the, when you talk about the first chancellor of University of Ibadan, you are talking about Kenneth Onwukadike, a professor of African tradition and culture, African history. Yeah, that's Kenneth Onwukadike, the first VC. Everything we know, we have, everything that is made Nigeria popular, African-wise, European-wise, on a global platform. See, listen, it is from Igbo land. Because virtually, before the war, we have filled the gap of the whole federal agencies with the Igbos. Before the killings, before the annihilation of 1966, we have filled all the public agencies, federal government, public agencies, designation. Igbo men are there. People that are boasting that they went to school have not started boasting, because we know actually that man was born before education. Igbo man was born before inception of education. That's why we are actually telling the whole world that everything we do here in this part of the world, we are well advanced on education, on knowledge, experience, expertise, prowess of all species. With the Igbos, you can reckon on us. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is another Nostradamus of our time. He actually predicted what the Fulani herdsmen are doing across Nigerian geography today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually come out to tell the whole world that time shall come. The strangers we allowed to live with us, especially the Hausas, are going to rebel against us. And actually, they have decimated, intimidated, exploited, marginalized, reduced to zero their Hausa hosts. Today, the Hausas, they have no meaning, they have no level, the Hausas are intimidated, they don't have personalities, no politicians, no scientists, nothing about the Hausa hosts of Fulani hegemonies today. And under the tutelage of the Fulani imperialism anyway, the Hausas have lost their integrity, they have lost their dignity, they have lost their natural quality, they have lost their pedigree. The Hausas have been reduced to zero today because of the kind of wicked, guests they actually harbored from 17, 18 centuries ago. And these Fulani wanderers, warlike, nomad, wanderers, barbarians actually took over the whole entire geography or region of the northern Nigeria, subjugated their Hausa hosts, their Hausa hospitalists. Let me use the word, because the Hausas are very good people. They are hospitalists, hospital people, people that can welcome you, bring you into their houses, to their obis or receptions, bring water for you, bring food for you as a stranger. They don't look down on sojourners. And today, Fulani has clinged on that. Hausa man's, let me say, subtlety, no, not subtlety, docility, complacency, hospitality, and subjugate the Hausas, enslave them today. Thoroughly, as I'm talking to you, Fulani man is the master of the Hausas. The original owners of that region, the real people that occupy that region, were the Negroid black Africans. I use my grammar again. Negroid black Africans. I mean, their hair is black man hair. Their eyeball, black man eyeball. Their eyes is neither green nor blue. And all these are physical feature, biological feature, or accolades meant for the black man. Naturally, that's what God has given black man. That's why my hair is this. We use the word Negroid to actually contrast black man from their Western, Europe counterparts, or even America. So what I'm trying to say is that the Hausas, they are not Arab, they are not Europeans, they are black man inhabiting northern Nigeria. All of a sudden, the Arab Maghreb people from the city of Barbers, I mean southern Morocco, southern Algeria, southern Egypt, southern Libya, people from southern, not even southern, northern Sudan, people that migrated from Arab, they are the true Arabs, with their hair sometimes called Caucasus, their hair sometimes called coiled. If you look at the hairs of the Fulani, sometimes you will know who is an Arab and who is a Fulani man. So they invaded the region north, and the Hausas, their Hausa counterparts, their Hausa hosts allowed them to live with them, because the Hausas, they are very good people. Today, look at what they are saying. The Hausas are tired because the Fulani Janjaweeds has actually taken over the whole north as a result of their barbarity, animosity, and the hostilities. They are haters of humanity. They are haters of hospitality. They are haters of at least love. They are haters of good things. These Fulani people are bloodthirsty people that are encroaching on the entire land of Nigeria, buying, disaliving, unaliving, and sniffing life out of farmers, female and male, subjecting our women to all manners of sexual harassment and molestation. We see what actually went on in Enugu, and we see what is always going on in Uzowani, local government of Adani. They fired the youth leader, the vigilante leader, and 6 others in Umulopa local government, Uzowani local government. There is a manhunt now locally, looking for those Fulani assailants that actually fired those Igbos. They are 7 in number. You know what? Peter Mba, the governor of Enugu State, has not asked question. What bring about that killings in Uzowani? Charles Soludo and the Ebonyi State Governor Nwafu, they have not asked question. They are not apprehensive. They are not perturbed. They are not perturbed. They are not sensitive. They are quite insensitive of what Uzowani people are going through today. Fulani pious killers have actually snipped life off or out of these men, dead men in Enugu State. Today, what am I trying to say? Our leaders in the southeast are so unkeen. They are not sensitive. They are unkeen. They are not sensitive. They are all insensitive. They are careless. They are docile. They are not trying to be proactive over or about Fulani's incursion. Fulani incursion in the southeastern Nigeria. It is a happening thing. It is a daily thing. It is a progressive thing that is going on now in Igbo land. Many Igbo youths, farmers, men and women are dying in their large numbers. Our Fulani invaders, our Fulani pious, people that are murderous in nature, people that are warlike in nature, they have succeeded because our politicians have actually taken money, received bribe, and turned their back on us. The Igbos are dying in their large number. The Fulanis, well, the prediction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, time shall come when Fulani headers are going to invade the whole Yoruba forest, and they have actually succeeded on invading Ondo forests. The Ondo farmers, the Igbo farmers are there, Yoruba farmers are there. That's why I'm laughing, because people, anytime they hear Ondo farmers, Fulani incursion in Ondo forest, they will be thinking that it's only Yoruba man that is going to be at the receiving painful ends, not actually knowing that the Igbos migrated in their large number into Ondo after the Nigerian Biafran civil war. They all become cocoa farmers. They all become farmers, you know, planting palm tree, you know, with all those lower catch crops under the palm trees. They are living there now, making their money. The Igbos, some of them are back on local hunting of animals and fishing. Fishery is a lucrative business in Ondo. You have many alligators, many crooks, many tilapia fish, you know, catfish, you know, in their large numbers, nilotica, something of that nature, the kind of fish that migrated from River Nile into Western Africa. They are all in their large number breeding in Ondo forest swamps that are made up of at least how many percentages of all different kinds of fishes in the water. You can actually get it in Ondo State. And you know, Igbo man, they are all astute farmers, astute businessmen. They live there, bringing their families. So the Fulani that are acquiring Yoruba in their Ondo forest are not acquiring only, they are not buying, disaliving or unaliving only people from Yoruba extraction. They have succeeded on removing the Edos, you know, by acquiring them, the Edos. I mean, people from Edo State, the former Bendalites. They have succeeded on buying the Igbos, people from Igbo extraction, and they have succeeded on buying Ekiti people, Ondo people, and these people are from Yoruba extraction. What am I trying to say? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prediction has come to pass, and all the southwestern state governors, they have turned their back from undoing the reality. They don't want to live up to expectation. They don't want to just show themselves by visiting. Southern of Scotland are asking, why are you supporting only Fulani incursion? They should visit Sanusi and asking, why are you supporting only Fulani incursion? When the Igbos, Yorubas, Akwa Ibomite, that's Ibibio, Efek, Urobo, Idoma, actually defend themselves as a result of Fulani hostilities. Emir of Kano will send many soldiers, Fulani soldiers, foot soldiers. Saduano of Sokoto will send many soldiers, Fulani soldiers, foot soldiers, with bow and arrows, with automatic rifle, AK-49 to go and defend or fight the locals at Urumili, the locals in Igbo land, the locals at Idago, Ihamufu, Nsoka area of Enugu State. They have abandoned their community because the Fulani man is running berserk and amok in the southeastern Nigeria, buying anybody at sight. Fulani runs berserk anytime provoked, anytime their Igbo farmers counterparts provoke or start to defend themselves. Fulanis, they will start running berserk and amok. What kind of country is Nigeria? Are we a separate country from hell, or are we a country that is living within the hell? These are great questions that should be answered. Is no longer a rhetorics, because rhetorics that have brought me to stage to talk to you through my extreme news TV analysis this evening is rhetorics by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, MNK, the man that has seen tomorrow, and Nostradamus of our time. Nnamdi Kanu saw tomorrow ahead before the Yoruba man have seen it. Nnamdi Kanu saw tomorrow ahead before the Igbo man has seen it. Nnamdi Kanu saw tomorrow ahead before the Hausa man, the Ibibio man, Efik man, the Angas, the Kaje tribe, yes, the Langtang, the Bari, Junkuns, TVs in the mid-belt could actually see tomorrow. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has seen it ahead of time. He is the current Nostradamus of our time. You know what I mean? You know who I mean. Nostradamus, the man that saw tomorrow. He predicted both First and Second World War. It actually came to pass. Nnamdi Kanu predicted what Fulanis are doing us, the way they are buying everybody in Nigeria this time, this day. And that's why actually we are seeing the realization, manifestation of what Kanu has actually said. It has made him a modern day Nostradamus. Nostradamus of our time is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The cleanse of the Fulani cleanse all over Mid-Belt, all over Bende State, all over Delta, the axis of Abo at the axis of Ebonyi State, the ZA local government, Ihamufu, Alumona, Idagu in Enugu State, everywhere in Anambra and Imo State. Kanu predicted all of them, and we are seeing all this as dangerous encroachment. A menace of Fulani headers running berserk and amok all over the southeastern region, and our governors are not doing anything. What are you telling me? Hope Uzodinma knows actually what is going on. Soludo knows what is right, and he doesn't want to acknowledge that he is not getting it right. After initiating Ebubago, Udogachi, and Aguna Chemba. Kedo Aguna Chemba. Onye Kedimba Oneche. Aguna Chemba. Aguna Chemba Neje Ebusisi Ndi Dibia. Buying every native doctors aside. Fighting lesbians and homosexuals. Are they constituting insecurity in Igbo land? Lesbians? Are they constituting insecurity in Igbo land? Homosexuals? Are they constituting insecurity in Igbo land? The only kudos I could give to Aguna Chemba is the native doctors that are asking people to bring human organs for preparation of charms and all these dirty, idolatrous, fetish things. That's where I blame them. My brother, arresting lesbians, disgracing that innocent girl is wrong. You don't arrest homosexuals, they are not constituting any insecurity. You call them to order, take them to a rehab institution, a rehab establishment, and change that biological anomalies in them. That's the only way you could bring them to normal life. Southeastern governors have actually destroyed Igbo land because of selfishness, because of selfish interests, because of political profiteering going on right now. A situation whereby they enrich their purses and personal bank accounts all over African continents and Europe. Yeah, transferring, laundering money into ABSA, laundering money into World Bank, laundering money into Swiss Bank, laundering money into NatWest. The British man is at the receiving end. That's why they are too chameleonic and dubious all the days of their lives. I don't like the British. Britain is the cause of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal today. They would have at least released him or fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Why? Kanu is a British citizen. Britain has not done any job in that regard. Yes, they abandoned him because Igbo man, British man hates Igbo man. Why? What Britain knows, Igbo man knows it, knows that 10 times. When British man set mathematics for us, we score 120%. When we set mathematics for British man, they will fall. Yakata. Yes. Hadanya itibolebo. We are more intelligent than the British. That's why Britain is not happy with Biafra. And actually, they played that kind of ruthless policies during Nigerian-Biafran civil war. And it began to look like genocide. And I've come out telling the whole world that it was the greatest genocide committed on the continent of Africa. The highest bloodbath. Over 3 to 4 million Igbos were killed by Gowon-led military clique from 1967 to 1970. As if that was not enough, Muhammad Buhari, retired general that came back to rule Nigeria as a civilian president from 2015 till 2023, added more by killing, shooting Asaba men to the tune of 1,000, thereby causing over 1,000 women, widowed. Yes, they become widow. Nigeria has not paid reparation, and I don't know what the Deltans, the Asaba people, the Okpanam people are still doing by not taking Nigeria to World International Criminal Court, and General Muhammad Buhari could be arrested as the key suspect of annihilating the Igbos in their large number after the war of 1967. I think my tales ends here. Tale of woe, tale of agony, tale of bitterness, tale of a man, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who saw tomorrow. Prophet Kanu, I remove my cap for you. Thank you so much, viewers. Subscribe from Extreme News TV, Extreme News. Hit notification bell. Go down to comment section and discuss with me. I am your man, Ralph Tresvant. Thank you so much.